She's a runner, she's a track.
Make this straight quickly, motherfucker.
What's good, what's good, what's good? Hey. What's good? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, put the leftovers up. Throw the leftovers away. Two of that, let it ride. Hey. Ooh! Hey, Tootie! He got one! Come on! Ooh! Tootie ride right now! Let him ride! Tootie, turn up a little bit! Turn up a little bit! They gotta feel that! Ooh! Ride that, Tootie, give me 30 seconds. Let it ride. I need to hear that. Let that ride. Ooh. Ooh. Let it ride, Tootie. I like it. That. What's good? What's good? What's good? It's your boy, the Wallstreet Trappin, man. Welcome to another episode of Trappin' Tuesday, man. Let's go, man. Woo! Hey, man, Tootie had that thing rocking just now, man. Shout out to my brother Tootie, man. I know he kind of amped right now because Southern. Tootie, give me 10 seconds of that, man, because SU did their thing. Not only did they win, you feel me? Not only did Southern win, The Battle of the Bands went crazy. I was down there. Shout out to the Human Jukebox. Shout out to Tootie, because Tootie made sure we did our thing in the band when we was in middle school and high school. He wanted everybody to go to college with him, but I went to prison. Tootie, let me hit the beat 5 seconds. Give me 5 seconds, Tootie. 5 seconds of the beat, Tootie. This for Tootie, y'all. Give me a little bit. Turn it up a little bit, Tootie. Give me a little bit. There we go. Ooh, that thing's sweet. Ooh, that thing's sweet. That thing's sweet. All right, cut it. Ooh, woo. I just had to give my dog his props on that, man. Shout out to George, shout out to Giddy, shout out to Dave in the back, shout out to Jose, man. Shout out to the team, man. Hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving, man. Let me know in the chat right quick if you tapped into the Thanksgiving edition Bird Talk. Listen, Bird Talk, listen, we did that purposely. We did that strategically, right? We wanted everybody who rock with us to be able to show their people, this is who I be rocking with. I be rocking with Trap. That's my guy. So hopefully, man, everybody got with the family. Everybody, just was able to get who you was able to get. That impression. I want you to know something, man. You planting seeds, y'all. Right? Like you planting seeds. So I don't want you to feel like, man, they not listening. Because here's the thing. When you talking to them, they hear you. But when they hear the person who you listening to, they're like, oh, let me listen to that for a second. You feel me? So I hope that your family paid attention. But I don't want you to get discouraged because you felt like they didn't grab it because they was focused on the game or the turkey. Hey, throw them leftovers away. Throw them away. You're going to get sick. Stop. Throw them away. Get them out the ice box. Take them out the freezer. You're going to be sick. It ain't no good no more. All right? All right. Stop playing. All right, man. So, first, before we get started, man, like, subscribe, hit the like button for me. Hit the like button for me. Share this out, because y'all know this day going to be one of them days, man. We're going to get busy, right? Shout out to this. Listen, let me say something right quick. Shout out to this hot pink, right? Shout out to the hot pink, man. You feel me? I feel like, right now, I feel like Cam, right? I feel like, hey, ma, what's up, all right, because we going to get it on tonight. I smoke, I drink, me too, so good. And we can get it on tonight. That's how I'm feeling right now. The hot pink, man. Yo, man, you already know, man, it's good vibes and good energy here. You know what I'm saying? We come to the trap, man. You already know. We salute to everybody that's out in the game, but I'm going to just keep it real, yo. Just call it what you want. Ain't a better show out here. You know what I'm talking about? Ain't a better show out here, man. Better energy, better graphics, better content, better language. Shout out to the trappers, man, because we growing, man. And first and foremost, I want to tell y'all that before I get into the information, before we get into the content tonight, I just want to tell everybody, man, thank y'all. Thank y'all for rocking with us each and every week. Yo, we on episode 18. Well, let's clap for that. We on episode 18. We did a special episode for Thanksgiving. And I'm letting y'all know right now we're going to do a special episode for Christmas. And we're going to do a special episode for New Year's. Because ain't nobody going to outwork us. Ain't nobody going to outwork us, man. And so I want everybody to know if you got a vision, if you got a dream, you just got to work. If you got a vision, if you got a dream, you got to work. If you want to accomplish something, if you want to be a trailblazer in your family, you got to work. It ain't going to always be easy. Matter of fact, most of the time it's going to be hard. It's going to test you. That's going to validate your commitment. I want to tell you something. You have to, watch this, y'all. You got to change for what you say you want, or you got to change what you say you want. I want y'all to sit on that for a second. You got to change for what you say. You got to change for what you say you want, or you got to change what you want. You can't say you want $1 million, but yet you still, watch this, y'all, and this ain't no shot at nobody. You cannot say you want $1 million and still show up every day with a 9-to-5 mentality. And I don't even care if you work a 9 to 5. Because even if you work a 9 to 5, you got to change to a millionaire mindset. You got to change and adapt a millionaire mentality. You got to adapt the millionaire characteristics. Right? So it's not even much about you working the job. The job is cool. That's your first investor. That's going to be the first step on the ladder. Listen, you'll never get to the top by taking one step. I need everybody to understand that. You'll never get to the top by just taking one step on the ladder. Right? Because after you take the first step, you got to take another step. I ain't never seen nobody get to the top. Here's what happens on the journey. You congratulate yourself for taking one step. There's an old saying in the hood, my OGs always told me this. I ain't never congratulated a fish for knowing how to swim. Yo, I used to go to my OG when I did something gangster. I'd be like, OG, man, check this out. He was like, all right, what you want me to give you? A cookie? I ain't never congratulated a fish for knowing how to swim. I'm talking about, he telling me this at 14. I'm like, God damn, OG. He like, certain things just come with what you say you won't do out here, young blood. Certain things just come with it. You say you won't do this. You say you won't get to this level. You got to do that. I ain't about to tell you you did good for that. You got to do what's necessary. You got to get in the paint. You got to bleed the block. You say you won't be out here, you got to be out here. So I'm telling everybody in here, the reason why we drop bird talk is because I said, here's 2 reasons. First reason, I won't be in my people's face while my people with their people, so their people can become my people. I won't be in my people's face. Here's what I know. Every week, there's about 1,000 people that come to the show. Am I discouraged because I'm only getting 1,000, 1,500 people? No, I'm only 18 episodes in. I ain't even tripping. I'm here for the long run. I'm here 20 years. I'm here 20 years. It's going to grow through the consistency. But here's what I want to do. I'm all about impact. I'm all about change. So because I'm about impact and change, I got to now, because I know that my people talking to their people, but their people ain't hearing it. So their people got to hear me. Because my voice, watch this. Ooh, it's good right here. Watch this. Because the pain and the passion in my voice is recognizable and relatable to somebody who's been through the same pain. Yeah. The pain and the passion is recognizable to somebody who's been through the same pain and passion. To somebody who's been through the same struggle. There's a commonality right there. You can see his posture. You can see the way he moved. You can see the way he talked, that he been through something. You can see the details. You can see how he's maneuvering. You can see his mannerisms. I like him. I can relate to him. Two of the salesmen, he said, bro, my mom was listening to you. She was like, y'all went to school together? He was like, yeah. She said, he came to the house before? He said, no. He said, how you get so smart? He said, he just read. That's my dog mama. So I know one thing. It's kind of like when bears or hyenas, right? Or dolphins. Dolphins from one tribe, they get in the water and they go attack another tribe. But guess what? That you know that sound? Oh, that's my people. See, my don't sound like yo, It's two different sounds. So every time I'm like, yo, Trap, what's that? Oh, I know. Oh, that's Trap. You know the call. We relatable. I just want to consistently be in my people's face. I want to consistently talk to my people. So I want you to know this, man. If you're going to change your family, yo, it got to start with you. It ain't going to be easy. I tell everybody all the time, they be like, y'all want to be a millionaire. All right, what's the game plan? I don't know after that. Well, you don't really want to be a millionaire. It just sound good. A lot of y'all got plans, right? Watch this. A lot of y'all got, not plans, a lot of y'all have dreams. A lot of y'all have dreams. I can ask everybody in the chat right now who want to be a millionaire. Everybody going to say me. And watch this. A couple people in the chat going to say, I want to be a billionaire. Trap, I'm going to be a zillionaire. Trap, I'm going to be a multi-millionaire. Trap. And then I say, what's the plan? Crickets. And I'm going to go on after I say this. But I always go back to this verse and this part in the Bible. It was always so profound to me. It was so profound to me. The lady says she's sick. Watch this, George. The lady's sick. And they say Jesus coming to town. Right? They say Jesus is coming to town. And she say, I don't care how sick I am. I don't care what my situation is. Watch this, G. Watch this, G. If I could touch his hem. She said, if I could just touch his hem. That's it. She didn't say, I got to talk to him. She ain't saying, I need him to bless me. She just said, I just need to touch the hem of the garment. Now check this out. Two things happen in that situation. I want y'all to rock with me right quick. Two of y'all got you. Don't even trip. I need you to rock with me right quick. Two things happen in that situation. Two things happen in that situation. One, she had belief. Boom. I want to be a millionaire. Boom. If I touch the hem, I'm going to be good. If I touch the hem, I'm going to be good. But look at the next thing she did. Here's the next thing she did. She took action. She took action. So she believed it. She said, okay, if I touch the hem, I'm good. But then she took action. She could have easily said, yo, it's too many people down there. I'm sick. I'm weak. I can't. It's too many people. He not going to see me. That's you. I ain't got enough money. They got too many people selling this. Ain't nobody going to hear me. I don't got a bigger platform. My Instagram ain't big enough. I work too much. I'm a single mother. I'm a single father. I don't got no job. I don't got no car. But I'm going to be a millionaire. She said, look, if I can touch the hem, I'm going to get there. Because I know in my mind, once I touch the hem, I'm good. Look, she fight her way through the crowd. She fight her way through the crowd. And guess what she do? She touched the hem. Boom. Jesus said, hey, somebody touch me. Peter said, hey, man, they got 1 million people out here. What you talking about, man? Everybody say, nah. It was specific touch. The belief ignited an action. The action put everything into play. The belief ignited the action. The desire you have in life is the fuel for you getting what you want. You gotta have a desire that matches the dream. The desire, because she believed that once I touched the hem, I'm going to be all right. She fought through the crowd. She touched the hem, and it was a game changer. All right, man, I'm good. It's over. It's over, man. How we feeling? How we feeling? 30 seconds. One more time. Let me get the beat. I promise. The last time. Tootie. It's kind of like Starbucks for somebody. Give it to me, Tootie. 5 seconds of it. I promise. 5 seconds. Tootie. What's good, man? Welcome to Trappin Tuesdays, man. We're going to start off this week, man. Like it for me right quick. Like it. Boom, 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 boom. Share with somebody. Boom, boom, boom. We're going to get into the content tonight, man. We got an amazing show, man. A lot of stuff has happened this week that we need to talk about. Give me my other phone. I got to send this to Dave. Throw me the green phone. Dave, I got to send you the recession portfolio. I gotta send Dave the recession portfolio, y'all. You know, I told y'all each and every week I'm gonna send y'all that. I'm a man of my word. Let me just do this right quick so I can send this to Dave. Just so I can send this to Dave. I'm a man of my word. I gotta stand on my word to y'all. Boom, boom. All right, let's go. Is it this one here? Yep. All right, Dave, I'm about to airdrop this to you. My apologies, y'all. My bad for not having it on. You good? You got it? All right, cool. All right, man, so let's get into it, man. You know, before we do anything, we got to get into. Dave, crop out my account info. If somebody's hacked my account, Dave, it's on you. You responsible for paying me back everything. Everything. You're going to be doing some production. He going to be producing, George. All right, man, so let's start off this week, man. Hey, we got 1,000 people in a trap in 23 minutes, man. Hey, let's shout out to that. That means they come to do what? That means they come to make some money. So we got 1,000 people in the chat right quick, you hear me? Fastest we ever did that, so I love that. All right, so let's start off, y'all, with the Trapper mantra, right? Let's go with it, man. So I want to know something right quick. How many of y'all really be screenshotting the mantra? You got to screenshot the mantra, man, and listen to it, man, and read it, man. You know what I'm saying? We got 1,000 people in the chat, man. Hit the like button, man. Get the likes up. Y'all know that helps the channel. Y'all know the routine, man. Shout out to the queen. Shout out to the family for the super chats. I definitely love and appreciate all the super chats, man. We come to give game. And everybody who drop a super chat, we love that. So let's go, man. I am a certified Wall Street trapper. I'm confident in my ability to make great investments. The stock market is a machine that prints money, and I am more than capable of operating the machine. Not only will I free myself, but my family will eat for a lifetime based off the information I apply today. I'm a money maker and a wealth builder. Today I break all the chains that anchor me to that poverty mindset. That's good. My ancestors will smile now because I have turned our last name into an asset. That's strong. My family's purchasing power will increase indefinitely. Today I make the declaration that no longer will I be a slave to money. No longer will the generations behind me inherit lack. No longer will I submit to selling my time for money. I am a first-generation millionaire. I like that one. That one feel good. I'm the architect of my family's legacy. I am a certified Wall Street trapper, and Wall Street looks like us now. God! Man, I just want y'all to understand how each and every week we say this until it becomes embedded. And it took me some time to write this because I wanted it to be powerful. I wanted it to be profound, but I wanted it to stick. So when we say stuff like, I'm the architect, right? When we say stuff like, my ancestors will be proud. When we say stuff like, I'm the first generation millionaire. Golly. I want us to understand that there's power in that. Y'all know I love to talk about stocks, man. I love to talk about wealth. But this just means so much to me, man. And changing us and changing what we are, changing what we're doing is more than just about, talking about stocks. I like to tell stories. I like to do it all. Here's why, y'all. Because for so long, financial literacy has been boring. For so long, people get in front of the camera and they just read information and they talk and then they hear and be like, I don't understand that. And so for me, it's always about giving you the game and talking to you in a way that make you feel like I can do that. I can be that person. Representation is so much. Wording, vocabulary, lingo. It's so much. And I just, again, want to tell y'all, thank y'all for rocking with me each and every week. We on our way to becoming, we're going to become the #1 show in the world, I promise y'all. Mark my word today that I said it. And everybody do me a favor and go download an episode 17. Y'all ain't download that because y'all was too busy eating the turkey and stuff, right? And the gumbo. So do me a favor tonight, man. Go download that episode 17. All right, y'all, let's get into the content. Before we get started, let's talk about the portfolio right quick. All right, so as you can see, the portfolio is down but up, right? We are down to 19% on a portfolio. We was up somewhere around 26%. But remember, we know that oil is the catalyst to this portfolio. And some rumors came out about oil the last couple of days, and TPL and ExxonMobil shifted my portfolio a bit, and today they kind of got back in recovery mode because oil went up 2% today. The S&P is down right now 17%. I will say that T. Rowe Price and O Realty are definitely holding my portfolio down. Remember, this is the recession portfolio, so T. Rowe Price and T. Rowe Price and O Realty are definitely holding my portfolio down. So I'm gonna have to average back into those. I was down 2%. Remember the other day, T. Rowe Price actually had, the last time we showed it had profited, it ate everything up and it was up by 1%. And then financials took a hit, and it's an underperformer. O Realty, I really didn't go into O Realty thinking that it was going to be an overperformer because I know it's just a dividend stock. But T. Rowe Price is definitely an underperformer. It's looking like a value trap on my portfolio right now because financials is just not getting it right. But I'm going to stick beside it. Because what I'm doing is I'm only picking 10 stocks. So I'm picking wisely. I'm choosing wisely. I'm not mad at it. I did add VTRX. It was a thing I told y'all about. It is down. Now, I already told myself that I want to average down into this, But I love this stock, VTRX. I love it because it has strong fundamentals. I did a lot of homework on it. It has 3 new drugs in the pipeline, and I'll tell y'all why I like the stock. I'm not telling nobody to get it. First, let me say this. I am not a financial advisor or fiduciary, right? Not everything I say is for entertainment purposes only, right? Every investment comes with risk. If you cannot manage the risk, and if you cannot do the due diligence, if you cannot manage the risk and you do not do the due diligence, you need to seek out a financial advisor or fiduciary, right? I need you to understand that. I know one by the name of Rashad Bilal. He can take you to glory. I can just take you to the trap house. You feel me? I can just take you to the trap house. You feel me? But I like this stock, VRTX. I'm not telling nobody to get into it. The company has great fundamentals. The company has if you're in Trappers Anonymous, I broke this whole stock down for you. But I will say this, and one of the reasons I'll tell you why I like this stock. I'll tell you why I like this stock. In 2023, this stock is dropping a non-addictive, non-generic painkiller. The one thing we know for sure is that painkillers represent 3/4 of the debts. Opioids represents 3/4 of the debts when it comes to prescription medicine. They are addictive, and the opioid pandemic, the opioid, that is a problem. It's kind of like crack in the 80s, right? This company has developed a drug. It's in the 3rd phase, which is good. This company has developed a drug that cannot be knocked off. It cannot be knocked off, meaning they cannot make a generic of this drug, and it is non-addictive. So there's a thing in all drugs, especially fentanyl. When I was young, it was Valiums, Perks right now, Percocets, right? So what happens is these opioids trigger something in the brain that causes you to want it again. Well, this company has found a way to bypass that. So it's non-addictive and it's non-addictive and it's non-generic. So they can't knock it off. So to come out of 2023, the company is great. I already told myself I'm going to average down in it. This is the recession portfolio. So I'm good with it. The stock is up 45% on the year, so I bought it on a pullback, and I set my price point, so I went out to get it again. And so I'm going to watch it, but I added this because I think and here's why. I will tell you why. Out of all of the companies in the portfolio, this is a growth driver. It's a growth. So in my portfolio, again, we have staples. You have staples with the TPLs. It's an oil growth driver. Lockheed Martin is a staple. Eli Lilly will drive. Costco consistent. ExxonMobil consistent. So you need something to drive growth. And so I feel with that, it'll drive growth. It's a $22 billion drug if it gets approved once it goes up next year. So I bet on it. I like it. Remember, I'm being consistent with the companies I put in here. I'm being strategic. So this was one I felt. So that's my 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I got 2 more picks. So I'm being real strategic. So it's my growth drive. All right. Moving forward, let's go, man. So I won't put that on. I hope we run it up with that, but I definitely want to show y'all we are down. We at 19%. Remember, we was at 102,000. We at 86,000 right now, but we still up, and that's all profit this year from from this stock, and we still up 19%. So we good with that. All right, let's go. All right, so looking at, man, word on the street, man. Let's get to it, man. How y'all feeling? Hope we feeling good. All right, so let's just talk about something on the street, man. The S&P 500, or the Dow Jones is up today, which is good. The Dow is on a full day win streak. The biggest winners for the Dow was American Express, Boeing. Y'all know I like American Express. I feel like if you're a business owner, you should have American Express. I feel like American Express has a great moat in it as a business simply because who they target. They target business owners. Unlike Visa, unlike MasterCard, American Express targets business owners. So people who have business owners, people who are entrepreneurs, they target those people because there's not a better business out there when it comes to credit card payments that gives you as many perks as American Express. So it definitely was a pusher today. Today on the Dow, Apple actually got punished today, 3%. One, because of the controversy in China right now. They just got to find a way to get out of there. Everything that's going on in China. And I'm going to talk about Apple in a minute. But a while back, I think episode 14, we talked about Foxconn, the company who does the stuff production for Apple. Supply chain issue is going to be an issue because Apple is expected, they put out a report today saying supplies may be down 35, 40%, if I'm not mistaken, going into Christmas for the iPhone 14. That would truly affect them. Be looking out for Apple's Q4 reports because this is going to affect them bad. They may adjust earnings, so be mindful. Be mindful for that. Let's talk about the NASDAQ is down today, but check this out. And we're going to talk about this. The NASDAQ is down today, but watch this. The Chinese stocks, JD.com, Baidu, the Chinese stocks soared today. And we'll talk about that today because the possibilities of China opening up slowly but surely. Right? China opening up slowly but surely, and we'll break that down so you can see exactly what's going on. All right, so let's go. Let's get into it. Getting the S&P down, man. And honestly, we look at two of the stocks that dragged the S&P today. It was Advanced Auto Parts and Fastenal. So Fastenal is a company that I've liked for such a long time. They make the nuts and bolts. They're actually the leading supplier of nuts and bolts. It's a boring business. I like them. Fastenal, United Rentals, these are some of the companies that I like. They're boring and they just dominate. When I was in the construction business, that's how I got into that stock. I was in the construction business and I realized that, these people, I'll never forget, I was doing the Falcon Stadium. We had 2 million nuts and bolts on that stadium. All of them came from Fastenal. We had 2 million nuts, 2 million bolts, 2 million washers. All of them came from Fastenal. And I started looking up that company and I realized they're big dog. So I know a lot about that company. Let's go, man. So one of the things I want us to look at, which I thought was real impressive, was I wanted to look at how do presidents, how has the economy done inflation? Because inflation is always a thing in America. Inflation is always a thing in America, right? So what I wanted to do is I like to let us go back and see, right? So Jimmy Carter, right? Inflation was at 10%, 10.2%. Now think about this. Jimmy Carter was in office right before Ronald Reagan. Watch how this look. As Reagan gets in office, the Black, brown, Hispanic community goes through one of the worst economic depressions of all time while Reagan gets in office. Coming up under Jimmy Carter, right? That's when we go under the crack pandemic. That's when the war on drugs, all of that happened. Now watch this. Watch how this makes sense though. How did we go from 10% inflation to 4.2% inflation with Reagan? You know why? Because they flooded the hood with crack. Well, Trap, make that make sense to me, Trap. Okay, cool. We got to find a way to get this down outside of public policy, right? So Reagan was like, let's do this gun arms deal with South America, right? And the law was like, nah, we ain't doing that. So Reagan backdoor, if you're in the hood, you know what that backdoor is. He backdoor, boom, makes the deal with Iran. I won't say it right, Iran. And then, boom, Nicaragua. We flood 65 tons worth of cocaine in the hoods of America. Chicago, New York, Miami, Chicago, and California. Boom. From 81 to 89, we go from 10.2% to 4.2% inflation. It happens. That's why drugs are so important. Because quantitative easing wasn't a thing at that point. I know people are not going to agree with what I'm saying. But sometimes the truth just is what it is. Right? Quantitative easing wasn't a thing at that time. They wasn't with pumping a whole bunch of money in the economy. So just printing it. So what we got to do? We got to find a backdoor way to do this. We got to find a backdoor way to do this. And remember, cities like Miami was built off cocaine money, a.k.a. cocaine cowboys. Okay. All right, then we go. I just be liking to keep it real, man. I'm going to talk to you. All right, so then we get Bush, right? You already know what happened with Bush. Bush getting in office, man, you know, he doubled down on us, right? But he go to war with Saddam. They tripping with his oil. Like, yo, we need that, right? So then we have 4.2. But then Clinton gets it down. Clinton was in a surplus from 93 to 2001. But why? What happened? Okay, we got to get off the cocaine. But here's what we're going to do. Mass incarceration, private prisons become a thing. Flood the system with free labor work, right? If the prison system goes up, we can get free labor. Helps bring the economy down. We may don't have unemployment high rates. Why we don't got high rates of unemployment? Because we locking all the black and brown people up. We're getting to work for free. I'm just telling you how the economics work. You may not think it was like that, but go look. From the time from Jimmy Carter to Reagan, it went up. But from Bush to Clinton, it went crazy. All right, so after Clinton, we get the son. I don't know why I got the dad and I messed that up. We get the son, right? He go to war for his pops. G, when you went to war? 91. G went to war in 91. That was Kuwait or Desert Storm? All right, cool. I remember seeing you off. I remember that as a youngin'. All right, so then we get George H. Then we get the son. He got his daddy back. He won't go to war again. I got my daddy back. He won't go to war, right? But we still hovering. But look, from Clinton, because mass incarceration is such a thing, it's so pivotal to the economy. If you look at this and you think about what was going on, it was so pivotal to the economy, y'all. Get that down. Barack get in office, 1.5. Orange man get in office, 2.5. But it's on an incline. And then we get Biden, and we ain't even gonna talk about Joe, man. Let's go, man. All right, let's talk about the heat check, man. So today, we had more calls than puts. We had 1.3 million calls. We had 961,000 puts. So it kind of, wasn't too bad. Kind of had a medium. Even though we had a down day, we still was in not bad range. Let's go, man. So let's look at this. As we move forward into the next slide, I want you to understand, I want you to see something, right? So let's look at the highest calls, right? These are the stocks with the highest calls, CSX, right? CCJ, FTCH, SI. These are the stocks with the highest call. That means these are the stocks that had the most calls in them today. I want to bring y'all something new. I want y'all to see why the market moves a certain way. These are the stocks that had the highest calls in them today, right? And then these are the stocks, Amgen, Dash, SoFi, DraftKings, Verizon. These are the stocks that had the most puts in them today, right? So what this does now is let us see where the big boy is moving at, what they seeing, why they doing certain things, right? We get to see that, right? So today, these are the stocks that had the highest calls, and these are the stocks that had the highest puts. So now I'm taking you now inside the mind of the big investors, man. Let's go, man. How y'all feeling? Here's the 10 industries, man. Let's look at it, man. We got a mixed day today. Consumer discretionary down. Consumer staples down. Energy up. Energy surged almost 2% today. Financials, a little bit. Healthcare, industrials, pretty, almost 1%. Materials. Real estate had a good day today. They haven't had a day like that in a while. That's your REITs, your real estate investment trust. Information technology, man, I'm telling y'all, I'm not telling you to be scared of tech, but I'm telling you now is not the time. It's to have some things on your list, but not tap all the way into it. Communication service and utilities are definitely a thing, but I always like to give y'all an idea of what's going on today in the market. Let's go, y'all. All right, so crypto really just getting the doors kicked in on them right now, man. So another thing came out today that said I forgot the name of the industry, they went bankrupt today. And then they found where 7 crypto, why George look like that? They found that 7 crypto exchanges have now participated in fraud. Have participated in fraud. And we talking about the first one at the highest had over $700 million in people in it. The second one had $400 million of people in it. The third one had $400 million of people in it. The fifth one, 200 million, sixth one, 200 million, seventh one, 200 million. So here's what happens, y'all. And I'm not about to down crypto. I'm not about to bash it or nothing like that. But what I will say is this, man. As much as people don't want regulation, people need regulation. It says, as they do the numbers, this says over $44 billion of people's money that have went in crypto over the last year that won't get their money back, bro. That won't get their money back. Because we don't know when that's going to go back up. And so I've always said this. Again, I own Bitcoin, I own Ethereum, but I never put everything I have in it. And I'm not even talking bad about it, but here's what I understand. And Charlie Munger said something that really hit me. He said, America is so greedy. Greed runs America. He said, yep, you'll have people that get rich because they know how to drive the greed. But you'll have 1,000 people for every person that got rich that will go broke, that will not get their money back. That will not get their money back. And here's the things that drive it. They advertise unrealistic returns. They got one exchange that advertised you can make 3 to 4% a day. A day. A day. 3 to 4% a day. And then the structure, pyramid-like scheme structures, refer, you come in, you do this. And then what happens is the people make so much money, now they can bring in a Tom Brady, a Steph Curry. They can bring these people in and drop a bag on them. They don't really know their thing crypto hot. They're trying to get a bag. They don't really need it, but they rocking with it. They ain't really tripping. They don't know no better. It seemed legit. How you got that rich anyway? So I'm not saying that I'm not the person up here to bash crypto again because I own over 6 figures in it. And I'm going to keep it real with you. My account was at $235,000. That thing is at $57,000 right now. But I'm in the big dogs. I'm just in Bitcoin and Ethereum. I ain't tripping. It is what it is. But it was at $238,000. It's at $57,000 right now. Just keep it at 100. But everybody not in that situation. Some people are in situation. That money didn't bother me. Right? But there's people who put everything they had in that. Everything they had in that. And here's what I'm telling you. I know people stand on it. And again, I'm not bashing this. I got money in there. I am in it. But I never chased the coins. I was like, all right, I'm going to invest in Bitcoin. I'm going to invest in Ethereum. And I'm going to just rock with that. It is what it is. They're the big dogs. But people need regulation. When people don't have regulation, greed kicks in. When people don't have regulation, greed kicks in. And when greed kicks in, watch this. Once you taste it, it's a done deal. Once you taste it, once you say, I can get away with this one time, it's a done deal. That happened with Lehman Brothers. Once I can borrow one time and they don't catch me, I can borrow 2 times. Oh, lend it. Lend it all out. Leverage it. Over-leverage it. People need regulation. When people aren't, and I know all the crypto people going to tell me up, they're going to get mad at me, but when people don't have regulation, greed kicks in, bro. And when greed kicks in, a lot of people get hurt. A lot of people who can't afford to lose money get hurt. I want you to understand something. I'm going to move on after I say this. With Lehman Brothers, so many people lost their jobs, so many people lost their homes, but the man who did it walked away with $432 million. All he did was lose his job and go underground for a little bit, and now he done started another investment fund. He walked away with $438 million. He walked away with $438 million. But people lost jobs, people lost homes, people lost everything they had. But he walked away. The person who committed usually walk away good. I'm going to leave that right there. I'm going to go about my business, man. Let's go. All right, man. So it's been a bull market this Thanksgiving, right? It's been trapping, man. All right, so it's been a bull market this Thanksgiving, man. Consumers spent a record $11.3 billion during Cyber Monday. Matter of fact, shout out to everybody that rocked with the Cyber Monday sale. Hey, listen, today, drop the link right quick, yo. This is the last day. I'm closing it out. The Wallstreet Trappin course is $9.97. It is on sale. This is the last. I said, yo, I'm going to hold it for today. I'm going to drop it in the chat today because a lot of people was DMing me today like, Trap, I ain't able to get it. I wasn't able to get it. Hold it to Tuesday. So this is the last day to get it. Tuesday, drop the link in the chat. Black Friday sale, Cyber Monday sale, Wallstreet Trappin course, 70% off. 70% off, y'all. Right? That means it's $9.97 normally. It's $2.97 right now. You can take that $700 and put it into the market. Why is that so cool? Okay, here's why I want you to understand why that's so cool. $11.3 billion was spent on Cyber Monday. Watch this next slide. $9.1 billion, $12 billion was spent on Black Friday. That's almost $20 billion spent online. But here's the dope part about it. Credit card spending went up 78% in that weekend. Credit card spending went up 78% last weekend. Let's go a little further. Watch this. Household debt. U.S. household debt is minus $6 trillion as of today. Watch this. I ain't finished though. I'm sorry. U.S. household wealth. U.S. household wealth is minus $6 trillion today. As of today. While U.S. household debt is at $5 billion today. That's an $11 billion negative. So I'm going to say that again. U.S. household wealth, as of today, is at negative $6 trillion, while U.S. household debt is at $5 trillion. So the wealth of America, the wealth of the average household in America, remember, the 1% hold the majority of the wealth. American household wealth has decreased to negative $6 trillion. This is data. I like to study economics. As of today, Trappin Tuesdays, American household wealth is minus $6 trillion. While on average, as of today, American household debt is at $5 trillion. Yet we spent $20 billion online. Now here's the thing that I get. I ain't mad at you. You know why I ain't mad at you? Because I understand kind of how we come up. Here's what I understand. Black Friday put us in a situation because we buy Christmas gifts for Black Friday. We bought the gifts online. When they come in while the children at school, you wrapping the gifts up, you put them in the attic. You hiding them by grandma's house in the closet. Right? My Aunt Nita had a good habit of doing that. She got a closet upstairs. She put them in G closet. You go to G closet, all the gifts up there. Go, Leon, go see if Leah gonna like this. Go see if that, right? So I get it. But now we got to get that money back. Now we got to get that money back. And so here's why, and I'm going to say this, I'm going to go about my business. Here's why the Wall Street Trappin course is so important. If you study it now, y'all know what's next, income taxes. Instead of taking the income taxes, going buy some more crap that you don't need, you spend that $300 right now while it's $297, and by the time your taxes come, between taking the course and being on Trappin Tuesday, when the income tax come, you're not looking for a quick flip. You already know how to get your money back. I told you about wanting something and having a plan and just wanting something and having a dream. It's two different things. You got to change to what you say you want, or you got to change what you say you want. You say you want to build wealth, let's go get it, man. Let's go, man. Let's go. So check this out. I want y'all to look at something, man. Here's the law. I want y'all to look at how the world shifts, though. Right? So in 2005, these were the largest stocks in 2005. Right? General Electric, ExxonMobil, Microsoft, Citi, Walmart. These were the largest 5 stocks in 2005. Look how time changes. And I'm saying that because I want you to understand something. These are going to change. So as we move over now, what do we see? Apple, Microsoft, Google, Amazon, right? $1 trillion businesses. Saudi Arabia become $1 trillion businesses. The world evolves over time. And I want you to understand something, that the old leaders aren't always the new leaders in the next phase. Right? They aren't always the new leaders. The only one that's up here now from 2005 is Microsoft. You got to either keep evolving or you got to get with it. Or you're going to be Toys R Us. If you're from New Orleans, you're going to be McKinsey's. Or you're going to be K&B. Or you're going to be Sears and Roebuck. Let me see something. Flush it. All right, man, let's go, man. 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 All right, so here's what I want you to see, too. As we look at the company being as we look at the world being in a recession, I think a global recession is on the way. They're saying maybe, I think I'm going to do it next week. I'm going to break it down. I'm still doing some research on it. Seeing where we are in that. So some people, even though I think we are in one now, tomorrow Jerome got to talk to us, so we're going to see what he's going to talk about. But here's the companies that are doing the biggest repurchases in 2022. And remember I told you that. We want to look for companies that's bringing us value. We want to look at a company that's bringing us value. Right? How do they bring us value? Increase in dividends. How do they bring us value? Share buybacks. Right? How do they increase us? How do they increase value? How do they bring us value? How do they bring us value? So we're looking at them bringing us value. Apple, $22 billion in stock buybacks. Google, $13 billion in buybacks. Meta, and this shows you a strong company. This shows you a strong company. The company is having a down year. It's getting its butt whipped, but it still managed to buy back $10 billion in shares. And the reason why it is good is because, watch this, they still have a great balance sheet. I don't care who's saying what. I don't care who's saying who. I don't care saying who dump them in the trash. I keep saying it and I'm going to keep saying it. I'm not saying, I can't count Mark out. I can't count him out because he don't got no debt on the balance sheet. One of my people who I studied in stocks, Warren Buffett, said a company can't go broke if it don't got no debt. He got time. He still is the biggest. He got 3 billion people on his platform, whether you like it or not. And they might be trying to ban TikTok. And they are trying to ban TikTok. Now, I'm going to say this. I got to say this. Old Orange Man told us this. I'm gonna keep it real. Orange Man, if you don't know who Orange Man is, talking about Trump, you heard me? Trump told us this. He said, bro, that app ain't good. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Watch this. So China, TikTok is a Chinese-based company. But in China, they can't use it. Children cannot use TikTok. They having an uproar over that right now because of COVID lockdowns and because the people say, yo, why we can't play video games? Why we can't get on the internet? China said, don't ask me no goddamn questions. You ain't getting on it. But I'm going to keep it real. I know we don't like the dude. And he be on some bull. You know, I'm going to be real with you. Like, Trump is a white man, man. He do what white men do. He do what privileged white men do in America, man. They are, what's this word I'm looking for? They are relentless in what they say. They don't care. He's a white man in America who came from wealth. He feel like he can say what he wants to say. Running for president wasn't his dream. If you go look at it, in 1992, Trump said something, if I ever run for president, I'm going to run and be a Republican because they're the dumbest party. They'll let anybody be president. He said that. He said that. And if you think I'm lying, go look it up. He said, if I ever run for president, I will run as a Republican because they let anybody run for office. He said that. This ain't me making this up. And so he got bored one day and said, you know what? I got enough money. I've accumulated enough money. I'm going to go run for president. And they put him in a win-win situation. Watch how they put him in a win-win situation. A black man just can't become a president. Watch this. Instead of putting him up against another white man, they put him up against a white woman. They put him up against a white woman. Ain't no way in hell America, and I'm not a feminist, but I'm looking at it from a business perspective. Ain't no way in hell America gonna go from letting a black man be president to let a white woman right behind him be president. They ain't about to do that. Now, if 2 elections down, they might, let's try something new now. Like 8 years from now, if Hillary is old enough and she won't run, they might let her again. But we not about to go from 8 years of a black man to another 4 years of a white woman. We not about to do that. I'm not being feminist. I'm looking at the nature and the culture of America. If I'm being feminist, I think one day we may see a white or black woman be president. We see them in the office. I think we will see it, but they not going to give us back-to-back action like that. They don't give us back-to-back action like that. So they put him in a situation where he couldn't lose. He couldn't lose. They put him in a situation where he couldn't lose. So then when you put him up against another man, we put him against somebody like Joe Biden, he can't help but lose that. He gonna lose that. He gonna lose that. You feel me? He gonna lose that. So I'm not saying that a woman won't be president. I'm just saying in that situation, they wasn't gonna go from having a black man from 8 years and then go to a white woman. White man ain't about to let that happen. Man. He feel, we not doing that. Y'all doing too much. Y'all gonna be mad at me for saying that. This might go out of all the game I gave on the internet tonight. That's the one people gonna hunt me down behind because I said that. So here come the feminist groups right now. I'm gonna say this again. I'm not saying that a woman won't be president. I think a woman will be president one day. I just know that America wasn't gonna go from 8 years of a black man to another 4 years of a white woman. No, they put Trump in a perfect situation to win. Right? And so he get up there and he gonna say what he wanna say. But there is, one of the things we gotta do is we gotta do this, y'all. I'm gonna keep it real and I'm gonna get off this. Sometimes we gotta, and it's hard for us, but we gotta forget the messenger and see what the message is. Just sometimes. 2 things Trump told us that was drill. Yo, if you don't get outside of China, there's no way in the world you're gonna be a superpower if all of your technology and manufacturing is coming from China. He said, America is gonna cost us more, we'll have to pay some more money, but we gonna need to do this, and now we getting kicked in the ass because everything is in China. And now people shuffling, the Apples, the Microsoft, everybody's shuffling trying to get out of China. And then he said that TikTok ain't good. It's a China-based company. The people are trying to infiltrate us forever. Why is we letting our people get that? And then we ain't listen to them, and then boom, now we see that they manipulating our children, they targeting our children, and now they got a lot of people trying to say, hey, TikTok may be banned. So I'm just letting y'all know that. All right, moving on. Let's go. I ain't gonna get on that too long because people gonna start saying trap like Trump and all this, and I ain't got time to be defending that. You hear me? I ain't got time to be defending that. I'm up here with a pink shirt on that say Wallstreet look like us now. I ain't got no time to be defending that I like Trump. No, I'm just stating a fact. I ain't got no time to be simply that. You feel me? All right, so I always like, y'all know I'm a fan of long-term investing. That's the catalyst to what I do, right? And so here's what I want us to see. There's stages to your long-term investments, and I always believe you should run like this. I think at the core, you should have some stability, right? And you can really look at your portfolio this way. At the core, you should have stability, especially if you're a new investor. The foundation to your portfolio should be something the foundation to your investment shouldn't be a growth driver, unless you just got a growth portfolio, right? Unless you got a growth portfolio. But if you're new to the game, the foundation to your portfolio shouldn't be growth, it should be stability, right? This the strongest part, right? So finding that dividend stability should be good. Now, we can swap the next two layers out of the pyramid, right? We can go with dividend growth. I think that is important. And then you can have the top part, right? And if you look at it, next week I'm going to make it a pyramid. Dave, note this down. Make this a pyramid. Make this slide a pyramid next week. Write that down for me, okay? All right, because I want them to see it, right? And so what I think we should do is the bottom part of your portfolio, 100% should be stability. And then these next two levels are interchangeable. Here's why. The growth can be a driver, but not the stable. So let's think about it like this. If you walk in the house, you feel secure because the foundation is strong, but you got blown away by the chandeliers and the marble floor, right? That's what caught your eye, right? So I want you to think about it. The chandeliers and the marble is the growth stock. That's what caught your eye. You're like, damn, I want to come back over here, right? That's the momentum. But it has a good foundation so you feel strong. Y'all with me? Y'all with me? You with me? So if the foundation is strong, right, then the other things that catch your eye can 100% drive it. Let's think about it like this then. Let's say you're on an airplane, right? Well, the driver of the airplane is the engine. You feel safe because you know you got a good engine on the wings and the engines are good. This is the driver. This is the stable part. This will make you say, I want to get on that airplane. Now, what makes you want to go first class is the seats and that's the growth. That's the growth. That's the part that makes first class high. And by the way, let me say, I think first class is the most racist shit I've ever seen in my life. I swear to God, I think first class is the most racist. I think everybody should fly first class here and there, but I think first class is the most prejudiced. I'm going to say prejudice, the most prejudiced thing in the world. You know why? Because you sit up there, and when you look back, they got a screen. They got a thing, right? And it automatically says that you don't deserve to be up here, and I don't like that. I don't like it. I don't appreciate it, but I fly it. Because I don't like I like the chill. All right, so let's go, man. All right, so I hope y'all get it. I hope y'all understand that. All right, so let's go, man. Let's go. All right, so check this out. I want you to look at some metrics. So this month, the month of November, crude oil is down 9%, maybe 7% because it's a 2-point rally today. But the stock market in general is up 10% from the October lows. Now, that's because Jerome Powell came out and said certain things. Remember, we always said something. We said September is the worst month in the market, and October is always a bounce-back month. So October was a bounce-back month. Bond yields are declining. I will say this. For the first time since, I think, 2005, the 2-year bond and the 10-year bond has the largest separation because the bond is inverted. Remember, I said this early on in the year. When the yield invert, meaning when the the 2% yield gives you a greater return than the 10% yield, which is an inverted yield curve. We're headed toward a recession. 11 out of 13 times we've been in a recession. It is still inverted, right? And so the bond yields are declining. So that may be something that help us out. So here's what we can look at though. Earnings are up 5%, which is not bad. The average historical multiple is 17. So what is a multiple, okay? So if a stock is making this much money and it's trading at this price, the difference between what it's earning and the stock price is a multiple. Oh, that's good. That's good. You understood that, George? All right? So the stock price, let's say a stock, let me make it make sense to you. Let's say a stock earned $100 and it's trading at $10. That's a 10x multiple. 10 times of what it's earned. God! Hey! That's simple. You get it? You get it? So, historic average multiple is 17 times. So let's ask ourselves this question. Let's ask this question. The S&P 500 is normally anywhere between 14 and 17. Watch this, y'all. This is a cheat code right here. The S&P 500 is always, PE is always anywhere between 14 and 17. Anytime the S&P is above 17, you know that the S&P is still expensive. Anytime the S&P PE is above 17, you know that the market is still expensive. That's it. Now, when you're looking at a high growth stock, you got to ask yourself, what's the multiple? What is the PE of that? So if a stock's PE is 43 times, that means a company's stock price is 43 times what it's earning. If a stock PE is 100, then the stock is 100 times what it's earning. If a stock PE is 37, that means the PE ratio is 40. You're paying $1 for $37 of the company. You feel what I'm saying? You're paying $1. You're paying $37 for $1 of the company's profit. Right, so if the stock market, if the PE of a company is $48, you're paying $48 for $1 of company profit. God, we just did a whole class just now. I'm trying to tell you, man. We have fun over here. We teach. Welcome home. Hey, welcome home. Hey. What this one is? No, we don't want that.
And I'ma keep grinding 'cause I love this shit.
Kill that, August. Chill. What that is?
Don't.
Today, that's you? Today. That's you? Turn that down. Today jamming back there, yeah? You was confused. I thought something was going wrong up here, yeah? I'm with the pressing buttons like, hey, what the? Abort the mission. All right, man, let's go. Oh, all right, yeah. All right. Oh, check this out. I definitely want to talk about this. Elon Musk is beefing with Tim Cook. Is Elon about that life? Or is Elon gonna...
Don't. Let me out.
Say it. And here's why I asked that question. Now, I saw somebody say Mark Zuckerberg, I think it was on TikTok, I saw that. They're like, Mark Zuckerberg tried to beef with Tim Cook, and that ain't work for him. Here's my thing. Mark wasn't never the richest man in the world. Hear what I'm saying? Mark don't got a cult-like following, yo. I don't care what nobody say, bro. Elon got the followers. He got like this Moses, and I'm not trying to compare him to no type of religious figure or nothing, but he has a following. He got people who believe in him. That's it. He got people that believe. Now, I believe that Tim Cook is one of the best CEOs, and I went on record and said this. I believe that Tim Cook is one of the best CEOs we've ever seen in the game. Like what he did, it's hard. The 48 Laws of Power tells you it's hard to step in a great man's shoes. Avoid stepping in a great man's shoes. He not only stepped in Steve Jobs' shoes, but he outdid him without innovating, but changing the company, who the company is, and changing what the company represents. He's one of the most shrewdest CEOs in the game. Now, here's what I want you to understand. There's no doubt in my mind that Apple is a superior company. There's no doubt in my mind. I will not argue with you on that. It is a superior company. But here's what I do know. Elon be having time. He be having time. And this is what I don't like when people just write people off. Because when I got time, when I feel like being, what's the word I'm looking for right here? What's the word I'm looking for? When I feel like when I'm with the smoke. When I'm just with the smoke. I don't care what nobody's saying. How many of y'all ever been in a situation? Here's the thing now. Apple does have a tribe, but this don't got nothing to do with their tribe. This business. And watch this. Everybody that makes an app on Apple is dissatisfied with that 30%. Think about what Elon is doing. Oh, this is good, because I like beef. Beef, we don't discuss. War to get out of line, war to get it head bust. I like seeing corporate beef because nobody don't got to die. I like seeing corporate beef because nobody don't got to die. It's just about, you want to play with me? I'm about to play with your pockets. That's what corporate beef is all about. That's why I like the Facebook Apple beef. That's why I like the Tesla, Elon beef. I like it because nobody don't got to die. It's just straight up, let's get bought. Let's get busy. Let's play business wars. Let's do this, right? So here's what I like. 100% Apple is a superior brand. But this ain't about their consumers. This is about the business, right? Here's what Elon says. Elon says, check this out. He's changing Twitter. You got to watch what he's doing now. So Twitter is an advertising business. So he's going in. Remember, in order to change the culture of a business, you got to go there and do something that's erratic. Right? And so we always be like, yo, why this dude all over the place? Clearly, something in him, he with the chaos. He with the smoke. I don't know. I like it, though. I be with it. I like when you go challenge big dogs, because I'm a big dog. So he not, like, Mark ain't never been the richest man in the world. Elon is the richest man in the world after losing $100 billion in net worth. He's still the richest man by far. So he got time. And when you got time, you got time. I'm not saying he's going to win, but here's what I'm saying. If he can do this one thing, watch this. If he can get enough people to say, I don't like having that 30% taken out of my thing. That's what Apple doing. They big dogs. They're like, listen, Epic Games wasn't big enough. Epic Games wasn't big enough. So if Elon can get enough people to say the same thing he's saying, all he's saying is this. Yo, y'all taking 30%, that ain't fair. And the reason he's saying it because he's going to a subscription-based model. He's going to a subscription-based model. And if he goes to a subscription-based model, guess what? He got to pay Apple 30% too. He got to pay them 30% too. So here's what he's saying. I'm not paying y'all 30%. And if he can get enough people to say, I'm not paying you 30%, it forces Tim Cook to make a change. That's all I'm saying. If he could get enough people to say, you know what? I ain't paying that. That's it. If he can get enough people, because here's the thing, all people need is a leader. All people need is a leader. Everybody on the app is mad about the 30% anyway, but they don't got nowhere to go, and they don't got nobody to stand up for them. So if you get one person to say, I ain't paying that 30%, and neither should you. And you know what you say? Well, I ain't been want to pay anyway. And if he crazy enough to go head to head with him, he crazy enough to get the people to follow him. That's all I'm saying. I just won't see it. Let's go, man. But I want to know if this is going to be Elon.
Dog. Let me out.
God damn. That shit is funny. Man, I like to see beef, man. All right, so tomorrow, man, we got to see Power Talk, man. We're going to talk about the labor market. If the labor markets are still too strong, I think he's going to give us a 50% rate hike, not 75. But with all the money being spent for Black Friday, the one thing I will say is that Jerome is consistent. And so I'll just stick with that. Let's go, man. The one thing I will say is Jerome is consistent. All right, so as we look at that, here's some of the things that was on sale for Black Friday. Pinterest, 31% down. I'm not a fan of that. Adobe, strong company, strong fundamentals, 40% off. Amazon, right now, 45, 47% off. Netflix, 52% off. Tesla, 54% off. Nvidia, 59% off. AMD, 61% off. Meta, 62% off. Snapchat, 83% off. Now, of this list, I can really say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 companies on here are strong. 7 companies on here are strong. Also, I'll say this. Amazon right now is on a 4-month decline. Since 2005, Amazon has never had 4 months of decline in the stock price. 4 months. On the flip side, I will say this. Remember a couple weeks back, I told y'all something. I said, yo, Reed Hastings and Netflix, he's bounced back and he's changed the way that people will look at streaming platforms. Today, Bob Iger comes out and says this. Don't look at the subscribers, look at the profitability of Disney's and streaming. I said, ooh, I told the Trappers that 3 weeks ago. I told him that 3 weeks ago. Bob said, hey, don't look at the subscriber count no more. Matter of fact, we might even stop posting it. Look at the profitability of what we're trying to do with the business when it comes to streaming. We talked about that 3 weeks ago. And sure enough, game changer. You know why? Because this is how we're going to weed out the good from the bad. And guess what? Guess when the best time, George, guess when the best time to tell people to look at me for profitability? When I'm profitable. Hey, don't look at me for profitability when all us negative, when none of us ain't in the positive. Look at subscribers. Oh, but when I turn green and none of y'all ain't green, hey, man, I don't even worry about subscribers no more, man. Let's look at profitability here. Matter of fact, the subscribers, let's look at what it costs to get the subscribers. So what if you got all the subscribers? So what if you've now overtaken me in subscribers? You ain't making no money. Matter of fact, you losing $1 billion a quarter. So what matters? The subscribers or the money? Let's look at profitability. Shout out for Reed Hastings, man. Let's give Reed Hastings a round of applause for just being so. Right? One more time. Let's come on through, Reed. Come on, Reed, for changing the game. Come on, Reed, for changing the game. We talked about this 3 weeks ago. I said, hey, Reed just changed the game. He just changed how we gonna look at the streaming companies. I said he just changed the game. Now, some of my travelers who've been traveling with me, you remember when I said it. I said he's changed how these people gonna look at streaming moving forward. They're not gonna worry about subscribers no more. They're gonna look at profitability. And when is the best time to look at profitability? When I'm the only one that's profitable. And by a landslide. Whoo! Let's go, man. All right, so when we look at the retail companies, let's look at the Black Friday winners. Let's look at the people who won. Let's look at the companies that won. Lululemon. Give them a round of applause. Lululemon, y'all. One of the companies that I love, I'm not gonna lie, Lululemon is definitely one of the companies that I love. I like Lululemon more than Nike because you look at Nike as a stable company. We look at Lululemon, you see growth. I love growth, right? Abercrombie and Fitch. Shout out to Abercrombie and Fitch, all of y'all. Urban Outfitters, clap for them, y'all. Victoria's Secret. Oh. Hey, y'all went and bought them. Hey, I know what y'all went and bought in there too. Y'all went and bought all them lotions. Y'all went and bought them candles. And you went and bought them panties with the back out. God damn it. Victoria, you let that secret out. That's what y'all went did? Y'all went and bought them candles, them lotions, and them panties with the back out. Y'all went and got freaky out of that. You ate that turkey, and you drunk that spiked eggnog. You put them children by their grandma's house. You let them children spend the night by their cousins. And y'all got 21. And you do so for me. Let's go, man. I love it here. All right, so remember we talked about China, right? So here's some companies that have a lot of exposure to China, right? Apple, a lot of exposure to China. It went down 3% today. Nike, a lot of exposure to China. Starbucks, a lot of exposure to China. Wynn Resorts, Texas Instruments, right? Let's move on, right? These companies that have real exposure to China, meaning a lot of stuff get done. They depend on China. Right? You see, I called him. I'm going to show you how I slid into that. I went from Victoria's Secret to China and the U.S. sneaky link. Right? Behind closed doors, you ain't understanding. But boom, now it's getting exposed how much we need them. Again, Orange Man told us we got to get out of there. It's going to take us years to get out of there. Right? So let's look at it, right? So we're looking at Las Vegas Sands, we're looking at Qualcomm, we're looking at Teradyne, Caterpillar. These are companies that have a lot of exposure to China, right? And so let's think about it. So China's COVID crisis is a thing. The protests, like the COVID crisis spiked to something else. Like people like, yo, we've been locked up. They've been locked down for 110 days. 110 days. So now they saying like all type of, they under pressure over there. So that's going to be a thing. But the assumption that they may open up could give us possibilities. But I don't think China will abandon their zero COVID policy no time soon because China just be on what they be on. And they don't really I ain't really realized that China like that until I really started like reading. I was like, damn, like they really on it. Like they don't play no game, but you gotta remember that's why they operate the way they are. All right, so let's get on it, man. Let's move. So I just want to put that out there so we can see it, right? Let's get into this next segment, y'all. A segment that I really think is cool. It's brought to you by none other than Trappin Apparel Inc. If you are investing of any kind, whether it's real estate, whether it's stocks, whether it's a business, whatever it is, man, like the Wall Street Looks Like Us Now and Travel Apparel Inc. will be your designated uniform, man. We want the whole world to know that just Wall Street looks like us now. And I don't just mean the stock market. That means a lot, man. That means that we are the first generation millionaires. That means we are dedicated to being an architect to our family. That means we will set a new precedent, new norms, new possibilities. What can be, we healing from the financial trauma, right? That's what Wall Street Looks Like Us Now represents. The site will be up soon. I promise y'all we're working on that. The goal is to have that done by Christmas. That's what I'm working on. I want to have a Christmas sale. That's the goal. So definitely. So this segment of Learning Lingo the word is stagflation. Stagflation. So here's just an idea what stagflation is without getting too wordy or without getting too jargonish. So stagflation is when inflation is high, unemployment is high, but the economy is growing slow. There's no growth in the economy. So right now there isn't strong growth in the economy. Inflation is high, unemployment is and so when there's no growth, you'll hear the word stagflation. So when you hear it now, this is what it means. We're not in expansion, we're not in retraction, we're in stagflation. So it's kind of like the economy is stagnant. So you're stagnant here, but yet inflation is high, so everything is costing more. Unemployment is high, people don't have jobs, and the economy is not growing. That is stagflation. So just wanted to let y'all know that. Right quick, man, we're gonna go into a commercial break, man, and then we'll get back. We're gonna hit it hard, y'all. So I love y'all. Check this out right quick, yeah.
What's good, what's good, what's good? It's your boy, the Wall Street Trappin, and I want to tell you about this beautiful community I created, Trappers Anonymous. It's full of like-minded people who are dedicated to changing the dynamics of their family, turning their last name into an asset, and taking good seeds and putting it in good soil. So listen, man, if you want to build wealth, if you're dedicated to the journey, come join the family in Trappers Anonymous. Big Trap, Wall Street looks like us now.
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 Wall Street look like us now.
Wall Street looks 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 like us now.
Hey, Tootie vibing right now, yo. Tootie vibing right now. He in his bag. He in his bag. Turn up a little bit, Tootie. Turn a little bit, bro. Hey, hey. Wrist work. Wrist work. Wrist work. Wrist work. Wall Street Trapper. Wall Street Trapper. Wall Street Trapper. Hey, we in the trap. We talking stocks. We in the trap. We ain't whipping pots. We got that triple beam. I got that triple team. Wall Street looks like us now. We sipping in. Yeah, yeah. What we gon' do? We gon' build wealth. My children eat too. My daughter gon' be fine. My cousin's gon' be good. Tootie in the back, he chopping on that. Hey, we going up now. We gonna win now. 7 figures. That's that it now. What we in now? Yeah, we now. Hey, Tootie. I'm just excited. You heard me. Shout out to Tootie, man. Hey, in the chat right quick, every week. So let me say this right quick, right? I find ways to, this ain't just about me, right? Like, I appreciate everybody on my team. My graphic guy, he clutch. I've been rocking with him for 10 years, right? So we be going crazy. So shout out to my guy. Shout out to George and Giddy over there. They making sure I'm focused. Dave in the back doing this thing. You know, so I try to highlight everybody. Jose, make sure everything chopped up. Make sure y'all download, yo. Make sure y'all, that help us out a lot, y'all. I want y'all to help me. Y'all see the work, y'all see the visuals, y'all see what we put in here, y'all. Like, we want to become the #1 show, yo. And I'm telling you, I got some other stuff that I want to put under this network. It's going to be amazing. We want to become the #1 show. And that helps by us showing up each and every week for y'all. Y'all see, every show is amazing. You know, we give good content, we give better, we laugh, we have fun. Hour and a half, 2 hours, we come in. So we know y'all could be doing other stuff. But I need y'all to help me out a little more, man. I need y'all to go to Spotify, Apple, Google Play, whatever. I need you to download every one of them, not just one of them, y'all. That's free. Every one of them, download it. Download it and send it to somebody. But one of the things I like to do, Tootie, so Tootie is my dog, man. I slept in my dog's basement in 2015. I slept in my dog's basement. And he ain't had to do that. But my dog been making beats for how long, Tootie? Man, long ass time. Tootie been making beats, man. And when I started this, I said, bro, I don't know, you know, what your dream is. I just know you make beats, bro. I slept in the basement. You would come home from work and go straight down there. I know you dedicated. I'm not a rapper, dog. But every beat on this show, you could produce it. And so I know how much that mean to him. He don't know I be doing certain stuff. Tootie, put your beat in the beginning. Let's ride to it. You never know who watching, bro. You never know who listening, bro. Let your beat ride. We gonna let it ride. You know, come out the commercial 2 days. You want to run a beat? Run the beat. 2 days, let it ride. Now, I don't want you to go nowhere. I want every beat for every show that we put on this network to be produced by. He used to be Tootie on the track. He done got famous. He on some, call me Eldrick Redan or some stupid shit like that. I don't know what the hell he be saying. That shit is stupid. I know you as Tootie, my nigga. You Tootie. You gonna be Tootie. You feel me? The fuck is stupid. That's my dog. And so every track, every show we produce, he is my audio man. And every beat on this show gonna be for him. And I'm gonna give him minutes, bro, highlight, because his tracks be fire. And I think that's how you support your people. When you get an opportunity, instead of saying, man, Trap put me on, provide value, and your people gonna see how you provide value. And if I got the platform, yeah, bro. You feel me? We a family in here. I'm not saying we always get along. I'm not saying we always agree. But we all got the same vision. And that's to see this show be the best show in the world. To see this show be the #1 show. And so I just want to tell my dog and everybody who with me, man, it's love. All right, man, so let's get into this segment right here, man, the Certified Trapper of the Week. So y'all know, man, each and every week, you know, I started out highlighting, you know, the Warren Buffetts and I said, man, you know what, man, I ain't about to highlight them people, man. They got enough books and stuff on them. There's so many people in our culture and so many people that helped and did things in our community. I'm not waiting a black, what that is, a Black History Month. Every day is Black History Month when you black. You brown. You know, you Spanish, you Latino. Every day you should celebrate. There ain't no such thing as White History Month. Right? They go out their way. They know Christopher Columbus did to the Native Americans. Why we still got Columbus Day? Right? It's not a game. Everybody know what they did to the Pilgrims, the Native Americans. Why is that a holiday? Right? Why they got a federal buildings named after J. Edgar Hoover when they know he blatantly killed Black Panthers and every civil rights leader they had? Why we still got buildings named after these people? Monuments named after these people. Right? So for me, because I know that one day my show is going to be the best show on TV. It's going to be the best show in the world. And it's catered to highlighting amazing African Americans who did great things for this land we on. And so we highlight them. So right now, we're going to highlight somebody amazing. Man, this amazing black man. He is amazing, man. But watch this, though, y'all. This is the dope part about him. Right? He is African. He's of African and Cuban descent. Shout out to the Cubans, man. Shout out to my Cuban brethren, because we be the same color, too. We be the same color. You feel me? Shout out to Fidel Castro, my guy Che Guevara, right? who overthrew Batista, led the Cuban. I'm with you. All right, so this week's certified trapper of the week is none other than, let me say his name, William Leisdorf. I said it like 10 times to make sure I ain't mess it up, right? William Leisdorf. Now check this out. This is my homeboy. It's the homie. Watch this. Man, he lived a young life, man. He passed away at the age of 38 years old. Right? 38 years old, man. He was a successful businessman. He was a West Indian immigrant of African-Cuban descent. But he was a citizen of New Orleans, baby. He was down way uptown, you heard me? Way uptown. Tootie wasn't in the East, bro. He wasn't in the East. He wasn't in the lower 9, dog. He was way uptown, my guy. Way back there. Chapatulas somewhere, you hear me? Yeah, right? He received a land grant in 1844 for 35,500 acres of land. By the time of his death, he was worth $1.4 million. I want you to think about how much that is in the 1800s, yo. Right? He was the vice president and counsel of the Mexican at the port of San Francisco. He was the president at the San Francisco board. Right? He had vast amounts of gold reported on his land. He operated as a master of shipping vessels. He was the last black shipping captain in Louisiana after the strict enforcement of the Negro Seaman Act. He traveled to New York and became a master schooner, sailed the seas and the Pacific Ocean. He launched his first steamboat operation in San Francisco and in Sacramento. He built the City Hotel, the first hotel in San Francisco, and the first shipping warehouse. Shout out to this brother, man, William Leisdorf. Let's give him a round of applause, man. All right, man, so this next segment, you know for sure, is breaking down a brick, right? We like to break the brick down, all dimes. And simply what that means is, man, let's just find a company. Whether we like the company or not, it's just up for us to just showcase companies. There's 6,000 companies on the stock market, man. So it's all the way it's good for us to just see different companies, visualize different companies. If you're in Trappers Anonymous, I owe you something, man. I owe you a Moat Monday and a ticker symbol Tuesday. I'm not gonna lie. Today I just was a little under the weather. Not sick. I just was like tired. So today I really just slept and got some rest. So tomorrow I will give you a ticker symbol Tuesday. I will give you a Moat Monday, and we will do a live closing bell tomorrow. So Wednesday we'll do a closing bell, y'all. My trappers be rocking with me so hard, yo. Like they be knowing I be putting in work. So sometimes I be like, y'all just was tired today, y'all. They be like, Trap, we got so much information in this group, man. It's so dope in this group, man. Like don't even trip, man. You good. But tomorrow, trappers, I will give you a Moat Monday. That's when I take one stock that I think has a moat, and we'll break it down. Is it a strong moat? Is it a weak moat? And then we will do a ticker symbol Tuesday. That's when I give you a stock that I've been looking at, let you look it up, and we'll break it down. And then tomorrow evening, I'll give you a closing bell. I think I can give you a close. I don't think I have nothing at 4 o'clock tomorrow. But you go get my dog. Yep. So we'll do a closing bell tomorrow. So we'll do that tomorrow. Before I get into this breaking down the brick, Toot, I need you to drop the link inside the chat. I saw somebody ask. Here's the link for the Black Friday. This is it. Tonight, 12:01, it expires. Tonight at 12:01, it expires. Wall Street Trapper course is normally $997. Right now, it is $297. $297. It's $700 off. Right? You can take it. You can learn it right now. By the time you study it right now, pay attention to what's going on in the market. And if you're looking at Trappin Tuesdays, studying what's going on in the market, looking at Trappin Tuesdays, and then you apply it, by the time it's time to get your income taxes, 100%, you will be ready to flip your own money. Here's what I can tell you, and I can promise you this. I don't guarantee a lot of stuff, but I can guarantee you this. You take this Wall Street Trappin course, You will make more money than the bank will give you on your money. You will make more money than your 401k. You will make more money than your retirement. And you will make more money than have your money sitting on a mattress. I will guarantee you that. I will guarantee you that. And if you sit on it long enough, as far as using what's inside the course, and if you sit on it long enough, that money will make more money than your job will pay you. Because the thing about compound interest is this: once it starts compounding, I don't like that sound. Once it start compounding, it start compounding. And that's what I would guarantee you. I'm not gonna say you're gonna get rich overnight, because I keep telling everybody all the time, every time I try to get rich fast, I wind up going to jail. I don't know how to get rich quick, y'all. I know how to build and consistently build that something, right? And I know how to keep learning, right? So I will say that. You learn this Wall Street Trappin course, you study it, you match it with Trappin tools. I promise you, this will happen. You will beat your retirement, you will beat your 401k, you will beat your pension, you will beat the banks, and you will, at some point, you will make more money from the money you get investing here. It will outpace your job. Sooner or later, I want to add the call in button. We got to find a way to get it the right way. The Zoom wasn't working. And so give me some time for us to figure that out. If you're in Trappers Anonymous, we'll take like 3 calls, let you call in, ask a question. That's something I definitely want to add to Trappers Anonymous. As the show get better and move on, we won't do that, man. So, Tootie, drop that link a couple times in the chat throughout the night so they can get that. I know somebody want to take advantage of it, but after tonight, it's going back up to $9.97 after 12:01. So if you haven't got it, man, I'm telling you, jump on it, man. I'm not doing it like that for Christmas, I promise you. I can promise you it won't do that for Christmas. Black Friday is one of those times. Even I bought like 4 courses for Black Friday, right? So let's tap onto that. So let's get into this next one, man. It is none other than Kraft. Listen, the mac and cheese, man. The Blue Box Bandit. You feel me? I remember when I was young. See that Lean Parent steak sauce, bro? Like my grandmother used to be, yo, that Lean Parent steak sauce, bro. I don't know what it was. I put that stuff on hamburgers and everything. Big Red had me put that stuff on everything. Everything. Bro, it got a little, I don't eat red meat no more, but when I was young eating hamburgers, bruh. You know, like when the meat, like when you cut the meat, like you know when you cut the meat and it got the juice, right? And then you put the leaves and parent on there. Watch this, George. When the grease and the lean parents create the little, and you mix it, right? The grease from the burger and the lean parents, and you mix it. What a bread at? What a bread at? What a bread at? All right, man. The Blue Box Bandit, man. Known for the mac and cheese for sure. Right? Little quick fix. If you from the hood, if you black, if you brown, you Latino, even if you are poor or white, you got some of them in the cabinet. You got some of the blue boxes in your cabinet. Don't get no better than that. They right next to the ramen noodles. 100%. I know it. All right, so let's look at some of the brands that they make. Planters, the peanut people. Stovetop, don't eat that. That is not good. Stovetop is banned in foreign countries. It has, it starts with a G. It causes cancer. Don't eat that. Velveeta, Philadelphia cream cheese, Maxwell House, Oscar Mayer, the Mio, that's the stuff that go in your water. A1, Lunchables, don't eat that. Don't feed that to your children. Miracle Whip, Kraft Singles, Jello, don't eat that, got pork in it. Cool Whip, you nasty, stop, you nasty, stop using that. Stop using that, you nasty, you nasty, you nasty, you nasty. Stop eating that Cool Whip, you. It reminds me of this thing I saw on Instagram. It's the girl, she got the Cool Whip with the sprinkles on, and her dude got the scoop on his face, and they said, ask us what we doing. This is what we doing. Instagram be tripping, you hear me? All right, so, man, listen. Kraft, man, Warren Buffett actually owned this stock for a very long time, and then he wound up getting off a lot of it. He still owns some of it, but he said this is the one stock he paid too much for. He said this is a one stock he definitely paid too much for. for. So check it out, man. Kraft, man, is a food giant in its own. It actually specifically known for the Kraft mac and cheese. Again, the Blue Box Bandit. This quarter that just passed in October reported earnings, its sales were up 11% jump, which benefited from inflation and higher prices. But the company has shelf dominance. We talking about the Lunchables again. I don't like the stuff, but you know, the stovetop, the cream cheese, the Oscar Mayers, the Cool Whip, the Miracle Whip, the Kool-Aid, right? The Country Time Lemonade. Like, they big. Like, they got a lot of hard brands. Cracker Barrel. Like, they own a lot of these brands that are well known. Again, I will say this. I wouldn't own a brand myself because brands like this have to, I'm heavy into moral investing, right? I don't agree with this company, you know, just like I did with Johnson & Johnson, but it's for me, it's only right that I show you the companies and break them down, but I'm gonna also just give my point on it and why I don't like them. I don't like one because a lot of their brands cause cancer. 100%, a lot of this stuff is fake, and then once I started looking at healthier eating and healthier alternatives, I realized that a lot of the stuff that this brand has just simply is not good. They aren't good for the human body, and America lets us eat these things. And a lot of like Dubai, Spain, France, they don't let you have a lot of this stuff, man. And I'm not cool with it. A lot of it's processed, which I'm not saying I'm the most healthiest person, but if I can avoid it, I will. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not telling you to invest in it, but it is my job as somebody who want us to see, you know, brands that these brands own. I want y'all to see it, right? So during a recession, it is definitely a staple in a lot of people's kitchen because people search for comfort food all the time. The stock pays a 40-cent dividend per share. Doesn't really have growth at all, but it is a staple in the American economy. Here we are, y'all. We talking about Kraft Heinz. There we go, man. So let's go on, man. So our wealth track, man, y'all. Hey, Nikki. Hey, Onika. Right? So this segment is the wealth track is definitely one of my, you know, it's my favorite part. Outside of the certified trapper, the wealth track is my second favorite part. One, because I like to highlight us as a people. And the two, and I want to say this, man, when I highlight, I want y'all to understand something, man. Being pro-black don't mean I'm anti-white. It don't mean I'm anti-nothing. It just means I love my people. That's all it means, right? It can be okay for us to love our people without hating somebody else, right? And I think that gets confused a lot in America. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand why white people, Caucasian people, I don't understand why they be mad when you love yourself. I don't hate y'all. I don't got nothing to, you know, y'all know what y'all did. And not all, because it's like saying all of us are a certain way. We not, but the ones who did what they did and the ones who cool with that, y'all know how y'all get down. For the one, I know a lot, I grew up in my hood. We grew up with Spanish, that's why I'm cool with Spanish dudes. I talk shit to Dave all the time. I grew up with Spanish dudes. We fought their ass, they fought our ass. Spanish people, it's hard to beat up. It's hard to beat up a Spanish dude. Even if he can't fight, he gonna scratch. And that's some shit that gets your mind right. Because you got to keep fighting. Because you don't want to get beat up by somebody that can't fight because you ain't got no, because you smoke too much. That's going to look bad on you in the hood. You feel? So I'm cool with the Spanish dudes, you know what I'm saying? And we grew up around poor white people too in Mid-City. So I was cool with them too, right? Because poor is poor and don't care how you look. But I will just tell America and the people in America this, man. I tell people all the time, like, you got a platform, you got to be able to speak on that, man. You got to not be scared people take your platform for you, man. You got to be for the people. You're going to be for the people. You're going to represent us. You're going to represent us well. I'm going to represent us unapologetically. Just because I am pro-black wealth don't mean I'm anti-nothing, but I'm going to call a spade a spade. And in America, they need to stop doing that. Right? I'm going to say it like when the Jews, you say something about the Jews, they get offended. Well, when you get offended, you prove what somebody's saying is right. You feel me? If somebody say the Jews run Hollywood, they get offended. Well, you getting offended, why is you offended? You run Hollywood. You run music. Right? And how can saying something like that saying something about the Jews, and I'm not saying to hate the Jews, but if you say something about them, they shut you down. But how can that be cool and it not be cool to say murder this man? Black on black murder music. Why can that not? That's hate. That's more hate speech than anything. You know what I'm saying? That's more hate speech than anything. Exploiting black women, that's more hate speech than anything. You can't exploit white women on, I don't hear that happening in music. Nobody not talking about that. You say the man posts a video, you shut him down. But I can say nigga and all this other stuff all day and it don't never get shut down. It runs the internet. Black people getting killed on TV, that runs the internet, right? Goes crazy. I just saw something the other day. Mike Vick, man went to jail. He was like, damn. When they were talking about that, Mike Vick went to jail 2 years for a dog. How the hell this don't make sense. I'm about to make George mad. How the hell Michael Vick go to jail for 2 years for fighting a dog? I get it. If wrong is wrong. But how the hell motherfucker walk around here all day and can shoot deers for free? Pay a license. If that ain't cruelty to animals, I don't know what the hell it is. That damn deer ain't did you shit. You feel me? So I'm not being a convict for one or the other, but if dog fighting is wrong, goddamn killing a deer got to be wrong. That's all I'm saying. Now, I don't want the people with the National Gun and Rifle Association to come at me neither. I don't want the people that hunt to come at me either, because my cousins, they love to hunt. All I'm saying is fighting a dog is wrong. Killing a goddamn deer got to be wrong. You feel me? You feel me? Maybe, I don't know though. But anyway, let's get into the wealth track, man. So, and it's not a long one. She just said something that was cool, and she was on a song with Kanye. She said that. She said, anybody with some money should invest now. Done deal. It wasn't even hard. She ain't really crazy. She ain't get us a damn, thank you, now. I'm getting down, basement. You remember that version of Nicki? I'm getting down, basement. I'm making money, bank. When they would say something like that, like, I'm rich, Buffett. Y'all, you remember that version of Nicki? Y'all remember that version of Nicki? Like when she used to say stuff like that? Like, it's going down, basement. Y'all remember that version of her when she used to talk like that? I'm pretty, Barbie. You remember she? I'm going up, heaven. Y'all remember that version of Nicki? Like, she ran a game when she was doing that. I was like, wait, what the heck? Like, you know, I'm wearing all black, robbery. All white, cocaine. I'm trying to be chill. All right, so check it, man. She said, anybody with some money should invest now. That's dope. Here's what I want us to understand. Your money will always work harder than you if you put it in position to. When I look at these rappers and I look at these athletes and I look at them, it's kind of hard for me in my mind to grasp how you can blow $100 million, $50 million, $60 million. But I get it. You're taking care of everybody, but you're not making a proper investment. I sat down yesterday with an private equity guy. Me and my guy, we sat down. I just met him in first class, and we were talking. And he said, "Man, I be having athletes come to me. His fund is worth $1.something billion." And he was like, "Trap, you need to really get into this private equity. It's a game changer for you. I know you love the stock market. The stock market is amazing, but you should get in private equity as well. We literally just buy business." I'm like, "Man, I'm cool with it." And he said, "Man, listen, man." He said, "Man, it's easy for us to work with somebody like you because you understand multiples, you understand EBITDA, so it's not really too, we may know some things that you will go look at." He said, "But man, so many athletes go wrong because they invest with no knowledge. And they invest with no knowledge and just put the money out there. And I want you all to stop doing that." That's the purpose of this show, really. I make it fun. I like to laugh. I like to have fun because I really love doing this. But at the same time, I want y'all to understand that get your money, but invest it. Get your taxes, invest it. Whatever you're doing, figure out how much money you're going to leave for yourself. Nicki Minaj, man, anybody with some money should invest now. Invest in a recession right now, so you trip your network. Let's go, man. So, man, our last final segment, man, is wise words from the OG, man. And if you know, you know. This is my, I love to have this portion when we talking because this allows you and I to just have that talk, to have that conversation. And tonight I want to just talk about, and I said it before, the residue of poverty. It's kind of like the stain on a glass, even when you think it's clean. Like, damn, what is that stain? What is that residue I have left? Sometimes it's hard for us to move forward because we are anchored to, or we are still reaping the odor that comes with the residue of poverty. And that comes in the form of representation. That comes in the form of our circles. That comes in the form of the communication we have. And that comes in the form of the books we read. What are we letting entertain us? What are we letting influence us? We need healthy influences. Because even when you're that first generation millionaire, even when you become the architect of your family's wealth, even when you change your family's last name, I want you to understand that you've been poor or you've been middle class longer than you've been wealthy. And so there's a residue of poverty that takes time for us to overcome. There's a habit, there's a mindset. That's where the residue resides at. And the thing is, us identifying it. Me as a man that come from the streets, I still have to heal from emotional trauma. Black men, we got to heal from emotional trauma. We don't know how to express ourselves sometimes. We don't know how to love ourselves sometimes. We don't know what we worth sometimes. Black women, same thing. But a lot of that comes from the residue of poverty. A lot of us have never seen healthy relationships. We've never seen healthy marriages. We've never seen healthy friendships. And that comes from the residue of poverty. Sometimes we feel the only thing we can do is work for our money. After Black Friday, a lot of people thinking right now, how many more hours of overtime do I gotta work to get this kid the rest of their Christmas presents? What second job, what hustle, what I gotta do to come up with some money to get the rest of the Christmas presents that I said I was gonna get? That's the residue of poverty. Looking at your credit card, I maxed them out. How can I pay just enough so I can make another, so I can spend again? How can I pay that minimum balance so I can spend again? Because it's Christmas and then somebody's birthday up. How do I wind up paying $5,000 on a credit card with a $1,000 balance? How? Because I keep paying the minimum payment. That's the residue of poverty. Listen, I want to empower all us to build wealth. That's my goal with Trappin too. That's my goal with this network, is to speak to my people, relate to my people, and come to my people and say, no, I am you. I don't come from middle class. I didn't go to college. I didn't never do none of that. I dropped out of school. I was homeless. This is me. This is factual. I speak your language. My mama went to prison and I love her to death. My grandmother went to prison and I loved her to death. I was homeless. I was really homeless. It ain't nothing you can tell me about the struggle that I don't know. The residue of poverty. It said that, I read something that said 6 out of 10 young girls in America get sexually molested or touched. In the hood, the number went up to 7.9 out of 10. The residue of poverty. the voices that's not heard. 89% of people who live in the urban and black communities make less than $30,000 a year. The residue of poverty. How do we escape it? How do we move forward? How do we come clean? We gotta wash our money the legal way. We gotta wash our mind. We gotta see the world different. We gotta see our money different. And we gotta know that we deserve different. And that's what Wall Street looks like us now, stands for and represents. It's your boy, the Wall Street Trapper. Thank y'all for another amazing week of Trappin' Tuesdays, man. This week we had maybe 1,600 people in for sure. I know we're gonna hit that 2,000 mark real soon, and then 5,000, and then 10,000, and then 100,000 we here. Do me a favor too to drop the link, man, get the Black Friday deal. It is over at 12:01 tonight. But even more so, man, come back next week, man. Do me another favor, man, tonight. There's 1,600 of y'all in here. If y'all all download an episode of Trappin' Tuesday tonight, we can skyrocket, y'all. And that's all I ask. Get the likes up. Tell somebody about the channel, man. I'm going to be consistent. We ain't going nowhere for a while. We going to be here, y'all. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all next week, man. Salute.